Hi, I'm Shoojit Sircar and I'm answering all your questions from the Film Companion Film Club. Yes, I think when I received the first draft of the script from Juhi, the way she has crafted the story, you tend to believe yourself that if I can read between the lines and if I can understand between the lines, I expect that even the audience will also read between the lines. I first believe that am I able to understand the subtlety and the undercurrent of the scene or the emotion or the shot or even the dialogue. Or so if I feel I can understand, then I think I always feel that everybody will understand. No, their relationship was always indifferent. Yeah, he was always irritable. So not even the girl had anything with them. So when you are a friendship gang, or you're a gang of trainees together, and you passed out from a college. So there are some people who are caring, some people are not caring, some people have depth, some are matured, some don't care about the world. So it was always there that they will be indifferent, and also the entire film, it doesn't have it doesn't commit to a love story. It doesn't commit that they've fallen in love or they're doing everything for love. It just a bonding which happens like a mother and a child, which is so unconditional, and sometimes for the mother it is so thankless as a job, but you still a selfless caring was the basic one line that I gave it to Juhi, that how about a film on that. But then she came out with the story of the girl and the boy and the comatose. How about this? So that's how it is. Yes, I mean, she was undoubtedly a find, and I used to tell her, I mean, it will be very difficult for you to be an animation director after this film, because you will be absolutely offered with roles, and characters. She's undoubtedly one of the finest. She brings in everything. She brings in mother. She brings in a mother who is tough. She's tender. She has to take care of other two child. She has to go on with life. She even says that sometimes I break, टूट जाती हूँ, लेकिन then also मुझे अगर मैं ही टूट जाऊँगी तो कैसे चलेगा. And then she understands even Dan's mother, what she is going through. So that particular scene between two of them was, I think it was absolutely a beautiful, beautiful scene between them. I have interacted with her once, I think some 8-9 years back, for a small commercial where she appeared for just few seconds, 4 or 5 seconds, in an Asian Paints commercial, I think. So there I had met her, and we kept interacting wherever we met, and I thought there was something very vulnerable and beautiful and a lot of depth in her eyes and the way she's looks. So that's how I went. And when I asked her, will you do this role, she said, do you think I can act? I told her, you be yourself, that's it, and then I think rest will follow. While she was shooting the film, she was constantly she was working on a laptop for her animation film. She's directing a big animation film, full-length feature film. She was actually immersed in that, and she said, okay, this acting is a quick job for me, I'll do it, but her main focus was at animation. But she doesn't know that in this side job of acting in October, what space she has created for an artist. It depends from film to film. In some films you write casting in mind, but this October was not written in casting in mind at all. I think Juhi first wrote it, and she came up with the first draft, and when I read the first draft, I was really jumping. What a beautiful story, and what a beautiful screenplay that she has created. Some beautiful moments that's been created, and also I loved the fact that how the Shivli plant was created with as a metaphor used with the story itself. It is after that we did our casting in this film, not before. So after that we started thinking who could play this character, who could play this character. So then it was my casting director Jogi, who's been associated with me for all my films. So it was his magic that he brought in. Like in Piku, Irfan and Mr. Bachchan were always there in our mind. Juhi told me that it was in her mind. Then when when she discussed first time the basic story and idea of Piku, Mr. Bachchan was in mind, and even Irfan Khan was in mind. No, I did not shoot the song. Actually, song was all done later as a promotional songs. So this was purely a promotional. The songs were never there to be there in the film. So that's why you didn't hear any song in the film apart from one Manwa song which is there in the I think running credits at the end. Well, it was shot with the thought that dance shots may come, so I've taken dance shots also. But in somewhere deep in my mind, I had decided that if this sequence, I don't want to expose Dan, because I know these two people are getting separated. Now what will I was cringing that I don't want to see Dan, because we just see him downstairs, he's sitting alone. We know her mother has left. And now what? Now what will he do? He's no face. What, he'll listen and he'll close the door and go. So I left it to, I also played there with my craft. I myself, I don't want to see him go through this. And I left it even with Gitanjali also back, and she was looking out. Because I just didn't want it to separate. So I left it and I didn't cut to him. Varun did ask me, I told him after I edited, I said, I didn't cut to you. What, you didn't cut to me? I said, no, but it's still a beautiful scene. I think it's come out very, very beautiful. Not cutting to you made a lot more sense. There is a lot of interpretations that you can line for yourself. So I left it to people's imagination. But it's a very good point that you have picked up. I just wanted these things to be picked up well, and you picked up. I just thought that we will go linear and see where it goes and play around with it. I also wanted him to feel as it's coming in his life, because for almost 2 months, 1.5, 2 months, he was not in touch with anybody. I'd cut him out from the entire world. I said, you will not be in the social media, you will not do anything. You will be just a normal boy, a Delhi boy, a trainee who is in a hotel industry. So I left him there as a very, very naturally to feel the moment and the situations. So that's why I did hide a lot of things from him. So like for example that scene where first time he comes to the hospital and sees her operated body in the NICU, in a vegetative state, the ventilators are in, and so I made sure that he doesn't know what happened exactly. So he was in his makeup van, and I didn't let him see her. So I told him, I fixed my camera and I said, you just walk in and react naturally and see how it comes out. So what you see is actually the first take of the film, where he just naturally comes in and he actually got shocked seeing Vanita. So that magic on screen comes, when you very organically you try to shoot the sequence. So that's the reason I hid few things from him. I just wanted to feel. So that's why if you see in performances, when he's also not sure what to do at this moment, and he's so brilliant there. He just keeps silent and he just thinks and he just introspects in his mind.